Hello everyone, I am Dr.M.Kavitha, Assistant Professor, Department of History, the Standard Fireworks Rajarathinam College for Women, Sivagasi. We are going to discuss about the history of medieval India paper, particularly in the topic Tughluq Dynasty, the rise and growth of Mohammed bin Tughluq. Main objectives of this topic discuss on origin of Tughluq dynasty, the rule of Mohammed bin Tughluq and the policies introduced by the Mohammed bin Tughluq. First, origin of the Tughluq dynasty. The Tughluq dynasty belonged to Turk and Indian origin. The Tughluq dynasty started from 1320 AD to 1413 AD. There were many rulers ruled Tughluq dynasty. Among them, important rulers were Ghazni Malik or Ghiyasuddin Tughluq, next Mohammed bin Tughluq, then Firoz Shah Tughluq. Ghiyasuddin Tughluq was the founder of Tughluq dynasty. Next, Mohammed bin Tughluq. Mohammed bin Tughluq was the son of Ghiyasuddin Tughluq. He was emerged during the period of medieval India. The dynasty most ruled over Sultanate of Delhi. Mohammed bin Tughluq was the most famous as well as the controversial ruler of Tughluq dynasty. He introduced various administrative reforms for the political unity of India. He captured Warangal in 1327 AD. Then policies of Mohammed bin Tughluq. He introduced various policies for the development of Indian government as well as the many economic development of India. First one is transfer of the capital. First step was to transfer of the capital from Delhi to Dowlatabad. The main motive was to transfer the capital of Dowlatabad, which was the central location and also a close proximity of the south. Though Mohammed bin Tughluq built a road from Delhi to Dowlatabad and set up a rest houses on the way to help the travelers, but the Dowlatabad was more than 1500 kilometers away. So many people were affected because of the change of the capital from Delhi to Dowlatabad. Many people were died during rigorous journey and because of heat also during the movement of summer season. The people did not like to change the capital of Delhi to Dowlatabad. So the people resentment against the Sultan. So the Sultan decided to transfer the capital to Delhi again after 2 years. Another important policy of Mohammed bin Tughluq was introduction of token currency. The token currency was replaced the silver tankas with copper tankas. So what is mean by that token currency? That was the coins of brass and copper were minted whose worth was equivalent to that of the coins of gold and silver. So the value of the token coins was to be equal to a silver coin. So there was another important thing, there was a shortage of silver coins in the world 14th century. So the concept of token coin was the novel for India, but making it challenging to convince the both traders as well as the general population. Many of them not accepted to use of the token currency. Ultimately, the Mohammed bin Tughluq implemented the system between 1329 and 1330 and circulated for 2 years. But it was the idea of token coin was a new one in India, but it was difficult to induce the traders as well as the common man to accept it. However, the execution of the plan turned out to be complete failure. Next policy of Muhammad bin Tughluq was enhancement of land revenue in Doab region. Muhammad bin Tughluq increased the land revenue in the Doab region. The main motive of the Sultan was to increase the revenue of the state, to build a strong army, as well as to introduce the strong administration. Another important thing is the Doab was affected by famine and which was followed by plague. It resulted in a series of peasant revolts. So Sultan implemented new policies aimed to enhancing the agricultural practices. So he introduced a new agricultural department known as Diwani Kohi. The primary goal of this department was to increase the area of land in cultivation by providing direct assistance to the farmers. So according to this department, more than 60 square miles was selected for the land reclamation efforts. So the land was to be farmed and various crops were anticipated to the grown in rotation. Then administrative reforms. Muhammad bin Tughluq tried to centralize the administration. He introduced the system of tax collection that required people in the rural areas to pay the taxes in cash, but which was affected the agrarian population because of the burden of taxation. His attempts at centralization led to the widespread discontent and rebellion in the provinces. So he attempted to military campaigns in Deccan region and also Bengal. However, many of these campaigns ended in failure. So the resources of the empire were drained in the process. Next important thing of Muhammad bin Tughluq, that is Khorasan and Karachil expedition. That is, in early 14th century, the Delhi Sultanate under Muhammad bin Tughluq embarked the several military expeditions to secure its frontiers and boundary disputes. The Khorasan expedition aimed to establish a more defensible frontiers in the west, but this expedition was also failure. Then Karachil expedition was an attempt to, there was a boundary dispute with neighboring hill states that were under the Chinese influence. However, these expeditions were ended in failure. So there was a later diplomatic communication between China and Delhi. It's a very drawback of the Muhammad bin expedition. To conclude, Muhammad bin Tughluq introduced various administrative reforms for the growth of India. However, because of his policies, implementation of policies, it came to be ended in failure. Thank you.